Welcome, Sim fans, to my sixth installment of the weekly top 5 announcements for Microsoft Flight Simulator. There are a lot of aircraft coming our way, so buckle in. Let's get started. Coming your way. Okay, Sim fans, now for number 5. The first helicopter for Flight Simulator is here. The freeware Airbus H135 from Media Hype Train. No, the helicopter is not native yet for Microsoft Flight Simulator, as you know. But this dev team has figured it out to get us a helicopter before they are native to Microsoft Flight Simulator, which Asobo has stated will be probably sometime in 2022. The other thing is, as you can see in this screenshot, is the first glider for Microsoft Flight Simulator is also out now and is free and is great fun to fly, the Discus 2B. They're free. Now, disclaimer, I haven't had time yet to check these out. I've downloaded them, but I've got to be honest, I haven't had time to check them out. One thing to note, the Discus 2B glider does require a utility that's also free called Touching Cloud's Kinetic Assistant. So you'll need that basically to launch your glider and to keep it in the air using simulated thermals. All right, so let's get to number 4. Okay, Sim fans, now for number 4. Aerosoft further previews their Twin Otter for Microsoft Flight Simulator. So we've got Aerosoft and we got Just Flight and others that are really focused in developing these aircraft for us Sim fans. So one of the things we'll take a look at is they're actually taking measurements to make it even closer to the real life counterpart of the true aircraft. So as we look at this article from Threshold, you know, it's just such a cool aircraft, but the fact that they're actually taking measurements of the seats, it looks like the lighting, they're doing all this rendering. They don't have a release date yet for it, but another great aircraft. I was excited to see this because, like I said, I have the RW design that I fly in X-Plane 11, and it's a lot of fun to fly. So looking forward to this one for sure. All right, let's go on to number 3. Okay, Sim fans, now for number 3. What timing is this? So Coronado releases the Piper Aero 3 for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Who else have we been talking about releasing this? Oh yeah, Just Flight. Well, this seems like they're trying to beat them to the punch, right? Still worthy of announcing, still a good thing that we're getting more aircraft. I, for one, am going to wait for the Just Flight, but even so, this is out there now. You can purchase it. First of all, I would recommend waiting to purchase this aircraft until you at least get a chance, or we get a chance, to look at the Just Flight version. I have a feeling that the Just Flight version is going to be more in depth, at least from what I've read, and knowing how Coronado is. I mean, I've got 2 of their aircraft. I've got the PA-44 and I got the M20R Ovation, and I do like them. But I would at least wait, fans, for the Just Flight Piper Aero 3 to come out before purchasing this one. To highlight some things here, there's a custom STEC 55 autopilot with this aircraft. They have original sounds just like they do with the other 2 aircraft that I mentioned that I already have, and I do like their sounds. The textures and things, you know, as Coronado, they're going to be good. They state realistic flight dynamics with feedback from real pilots on the handling of the aircraft. And kind of like Just Flight, Coronado states that there will be animated doors, static elements, and starting options such as cold and dark and ready to taxi. It's going to come in probably like their other aircraft around $30 US. Now on to number 2. Okay, Sim fans. So for number 2, and it was discussed in a previous weekly top 5 announcement series, the Flying Iron Simulations have released the Spitfire for Microsoft Flight Simulator, and oh boy, does it look good. So as we talked about before, there's extensive research that they put in to make sure that they have the most detailed and realistic flight model as possible. They used a professional system that they call WISE for their sound. They had a specific specialized sound engineer working on the engine sounds, the canopy, the switches, the 3D cockpit animations, all that. But there's a fully rendered 3D cockpit. And from what it looks like, it's going to be a pretty immersive thing that you'll be able to switch the switches and play with the, all the systems and levers and buttons and all that. So again, I'm a DCS person when it comes in IL-2, when it comes to World War II aircraft. But even so, I think this might be one I pick up. So this aircraft is going to come in at approximately $27 US currency. Okay, sim fans, so of course we want to see some screenshots of this beautiful aircraft, right? And oh, look at that 3D cockpit, sim fans. Just look at that. What you would expect for Microsoft Flight Simulator, right? You see the reflections on the canopy. You see some of the scratches in the canopy. All that's looking good. Beautiful. Oh, I love the rain effects, right? On that canopy. That looks amazing. Oh, it looks so good. I can't wait to check this aircraft out. Look at the reflections off that chrome, off the chrome wings and the fuselage. Oh, that looks so good. So I'm excited to see this one in action. Probably will have to pick this one up for $27. I don't think you could lose. So that's number 2. Let's get on to number 1. Oh, yes, sim fans. So finally, we have a date from Aerosoft on the release of their CRJ aircraft, which has been confirmed for March 16th. We're talking less than a week and a half away, sim fans. I am so excited to see this. It has been stated that this is the first complex and highly detailed aircraft for Microsoft Flight Simulator. So we can expect, flight management system. We can expect a good flight model. We should be able to expect the buttons and switches and levers and all that stuff should be working. This aircraft will be made available via the Aerosoft shop or the Microsoft Flight Simulator marketplace within the game at the same time. So there isn't going to be this, well, we're going to release it off the Aerosoft shop first, and then after regression testing and everything what Microsoft Asobo does, it comes 2 or 3 weeks later. No, it'll be available both at the same time. There is a free tutorial video already posted, and there is the first manual that's available for download. The cost of the 550 and 700 model package looks to be coming in at approximately $58 US. Usually the study level aircraft or the really highly detailed and accurate aircraft that there's been a lot of time put into, those are usually going to come in, fans, at like, $50 to $60+. There's also a 901,000 model that you can purchase as an additional package to this aircraft. That'll be $23. So we're looking at around $81. You've seen it before where usually you can just buy the base model or you can buy all the additional models for an additional price like this. Sim fans, I will definitely be buying this aircraft. I'm going to need some time to learn it before I do a review, but I do plan on, once this is released, I will be doing a review. Okay, so look for this aircraft a week from this Tuesday, sim fans. Only 1 week, and we get to see what this is going to be like. And I'm going to finally maybe be able to go from the VFR finally to IFR. Given it is going to be the first complex and highly detailed aircraft for Microsoft Flight Simulator, I think we better just wait optimistically and see. But you will be able to find here, and I'm sure of many other places, what people think of this aircraft once Aerosoft releases it. Okay, sim fans, so there you have it. March is going to start off to be a great month, I think, for Microsoft Flight Simulator in terms of aircraft. We're finally getting to that point. I mentioned I had a feeling that once we got into March and April, we would start seeing some good, detailed, and great aircraft coming out. We got Aerosoft coming out with their aircraft. We've got Just Flight coming out with theirs. We got Coronado coming out with multiple aircraft. I just know that the momentum is building, and we're going to see more and more third-party aircraft for this wonderful simulator that we'll be able to test and try out and fly and enjoy. Let's see what happens over these next week. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, as we see some of these aircraft coming out and trying them out. Come back here because I'll definitely be buying many of these aircraft and we'll have to be doing a review and talking about them together. Thank you for joining me for this 6th installment of the weekly top 5 announcements for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Please do a thumbs up and like the video if you like these, and also please subscribe. I do appreciate every single one of you. This channel is for you, sim fans. Welcome to the channel for all of you that are new. Thank you for everybody that is continually coming and supporting the channel. We'll see you soon. So until next time, stay safe and blue skies.